Hey guys, it's Yan here, and today's video I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know when you're photographing your first ever newborn baby photo shoot. So if you stumbled upon this video because you're about to do a newborn photo shoot and it's your first time, and if you haven't done it before, tune in because I'm going to tell you all the tea, okay? Okay, so if you don't know, I just recently did a newborn baby photo shoot. I actually filmed a behind the scene as well. It's in my channel. I will also link the video down below in the description box, so check that out after this video, or you can pause this video and go check it out. It was my first newborn baby photo shoot, and let me tell you, there's only so much research you can do, okay? Every single new photo shoot that I've never done before, I make sure that I go online and I check out what's good, what I need to learn, you know, just some tips and tricks. And of course I did that with a newborn photo shoot, but there's only so much research that you can do. Okay, so I'm gonna be telling you everything that I learned, everything that I observed during the photo shoot, and everything that I'm gonna do differently next time, I guess. Okay, so the first thing is, like I mentioned, there's only so much research you can do. When I was doing research for this photo shoot, I noticed that the baby were so cute, they were so lovely, they were so peaceful, they were lying down in their bean bags. That's not always the case, okay? Sometimes the baby will fall asleep, sometimes it won't. Sometimes it's gonna cry, like what happened to me. Like what happened to my baby. The baby just cried and cried and cried. And the baby would not shut up for a good 1 hour and a half. So that was definitely something that I did not expect, because when I was watching all the behind the scenes on YouTube, the babies were just so peaceful and they were just nice and they were ready for the close-up. But sometimes when you're photographing your baby, just expect that sometimes the baby will cry, and that's the reality of it. Okay, so my observation number 2 is, like I said, it'll take a while for babies to quiet down. I knew that I wanted the baby to fall asleep because it will just make my job, my life, the mom's job a lot easier, and we can have great photos. And for some reason the baby just did not want to cooperate. Eventually the baby quieted down. However, most of the shot, as you can see in the behind the scene pictures, the baby was wide open, his eyes was wide open. I wasn't able to get that peaceful sleeping, very quiet look. Next tip, I think it's best that if you put the baby in sleep first. So if you start shooting and the baby is wide awake, I think it's the worst idea ever. It could work, but what will most likely gonna happen is the baby's gonna cry and the baby's just gonna roll around, and you can't really pose him the way you want to pose the baby, because the baby will just, you know, do all the crazy sorts of posing that he would like to do. So my tip is, it's best to wait until the baby falls asleep, or you can take some photos with the baby wide open, wide awake. And I had a lot of creative ideas for the baby. I built a whole set. I actually built 2 sets for the baby to put on, but again, the baby was crying, so I wasn't able to, you know, put him down to the next setup and everything. So that's my advice for that. Make sure to wait for the baby to fall asleep. Okay, so the next observation or the next tip that I'm gonna give you guys is, it's really something that I did not expect. I mean, I know that babies would do this, but I really did not expect that they were gonna do it like this. But anyway, baby poops. Babies pee. And that baby last weekend, the baby that I had, the way he pees, he just squirts. Like literally, you think I'm joking, but when he pees, baby just goes like this. But hey, that was part of the experience, I guess. But I honestly did not expect that a baby would poop just like that. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was thinking that the baby would, I guess, say like, "Mom, I want to poop." But hey, that wasn't the case. Babies just poops whenever they want. So expect some mess like that will happen, especially if you just fed them before the shoot. And lastly, with that said, with all the crazy stuff that you could expect when you're photographing a baby, with that said, the last tip that I'm gonna give you is, it's best to photograph 1 to 2 week old babies, because at that time all they just want to do is sleep, and which is the goal of the photo shoot. You want sleeping babies in the photo shoot. So make sure when a client books you, your first question should be is, how old is the baby? So hopefully the client will say 1 to 2 weeks. If that's the case, you're golden. Like, your job is a lot easier than I had. But I think I had a 3 or 4 week old baby. 3 weeks is fine, but I think it's pushing it. It's pushing it. You want to keep it down to 1 to 2. I'm not saying that you should turn down the ones that are 5-week-old baby. You know, life happens. Sometimes they get busy and their only free time is after 3-4 weeks. So sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do and you gotta take the job. But my best advice is just make sure to photograph them within 1 to 2 year olds. So those are the things that I learned during my baby photo shoot, and I'm definitely hoping to do more. Eventually, when I edited the photo, it was a lot of cuteness. It was abundance of cuteness and loveliness, and the baby was just smiling. It's just a nice, heartwarming experience. But I also learned that I'm not ready to be a father yet. Not quite there yet, because when the baby cries, especially, your world revolves around them. I don't know what I was thinking as well. When the baby started crying, I thought that I could just easily shut him up, like tell him like, it's okay, this ain't no toddler, this is an infant. That's what I realized right away. That's what I realized real quick. So I don't think so with that said, I don't think I'm ready to be a father. But don't get me wrong, babies are cute, but only when they're sleeping and maybe after their infancy. So maybe during their infancy I can give them to my mom or my dad, and then they could take care of the baby, and then I could get them back when they're 1 or 2 years old. Maybe that could happen. I don't know. Maybe we could arrange something here. Anyway, so those are the things that I learned when I was photographing a baby. So hopefully this video helps all you young photographers out there who are trying to get into newborn baby photography. That was my first time. I hope to do more. I would love to do more if opportunity arises. But if you see my work, which is, I'm going to link all down below. If you check out my work, I'm mainly focusing on portrait, lifestyle, wedding, engagement, and all that. And that's one of the things as well that I found different when photographing babies, because I was just used to directing people and they would follow my direction and they would pose however I want them to pose. But the baby though, when you want them to pose, you gotta move them yourself. It's not gonna listen to you. That's what I said. I'm not ready to be a father. But anyway, that's it for this video. If you like this kind of video, make sure to thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, and I will link all my social media and my website down below, so make sure to check that out. And hit me up, comment down below what kind of videos you would like me to do next. And as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.